It's an honor for me now to introduce Professor Maurizio Carta from the University of Palermo, who will talk about Palermo, design-oriented biography of an augmented city.
Thank you so much, Federica. Thank you so much, Miguel Angel Alvarez, for the invitation and for this fertile occasion to share with my friends and colleagues about the content and the topic of this very important conference. I will share my screen. Just a moment. Do you see my presentation? I think so.
Yes, perfect.
Yes. Well, so I will share with you my reflection and my experiments about Palermo as an augmented city. And I chose this image, this picture, because in order to understand the importance of to keep Palermo as an augmented city, is important the collaborative approach, the choral approach, and this is one of the most important events in Palermo, the Festino of Santa Rosalia, one of the main important cultural, religious, social initiative in Palermo, able to represent the true identity of Palermo, a space of multicultural people, or a space of hybrid approach, and so on. But I will focus later. So, according to your Schrader, I think that we are in the Anthropocene era, but I think that it's better to call this era an anthropocalypse, because we are in a true anthropocalypse, in an apocalypse of humanity, in where humanity is one of the most important factor for the Anthropocene effect. And the Anthropocene effect is able to conform, to deform our planet, because the Anthropocene produces, the Anthropocalypse too, produce a massive ecological footprint and a very, very high loss of a cultural identity, as you know. But the Anthropocene is not a sectoral crisis. The Anthropocene is a syndemics, is a bad alliance of several crises. The climate crisis, first of all, the crisis produced by the social inequality in the planet, the crisis produced in our cities by spatial injustice. We touch every day the effect of the spatial injustice in our cities, and then lastly, the health pandemic. This is our scenario. This is the anthropocalypse scenario. We have gone beyond the limits of the earth, several times beyond, and this is one of the most impressive, the most clear image of the anthropocalypse, because for the first year in the history of the planet, last year, 2020, the anthropogenic mass, the mass produced by our human activities, produced by metals, asphalt, bricks, aggregate, concrete, and so on. Everything is concerned by to our human life, our artificial life. The anthropogenic mass has overweight the total biomass of the planet. This is an evident unbalanced situation between the biomass, the life component of the planet, and the anthropogenic. And these are the most important part of this anthropogenic mass is an urban mass. This is our situation. The Anthropocene is a true urban Paleoanthropocene with a massive carbon footprint produced by cities and by the our activities in the city. We have to to start a paradigm shift. I think I won't call this paradigm shift the neo-Anthropocene turn, because I believe, I still believe in the importance of humanity, the importance of our poetry, our art, our science, our compassion, our ability to love. Everything is connected with the human. I think could be put in a new mindset toward the planet. I call this the neo-Anthropocene turn, the neo-Anthropocene revolution. And I think that for our point of view, the neo-Anthropocene is composed by a new alliance with the non-human, is one of the most important. The real alliance with the non-human, the ability to see our cities as cosmopolis of creative communities, the cosmopolitan habitat that me and your Schroeder call neo-cosmopolitan habitat, the ability to focus the cities and territories as archipelagos of social diversity, and the importance to design, manage, and evaluate cities and communities as ecological ecosystem. In the field of this conceptual, of this theoretical framework, I wrote in 2017 a book titled Augmented City, in order to define a new conceptual framework to lead cities and communities toward the neo-Anthropocene. And this is my definition of augmented city. First of all, human settlement characteristic of the societies that have entered the neo-Anthropocene. Two, the augmented city is a new paradigm that generates a spatial, social, cultural, and economic device capable of providing new and urgent answer to the metamorphosis we are going through. Third, the augmented city is a coherent and heterotopic, not isotopic, heterotopic set of policies, processes, architectural and urban structure, regulatory decision, norms, tools, relational modalities. Fourth, the augmented city is the answer to the four main revolutions of the contemporary society: the knowledge society, the network society, the climate change, and urban metabolism. Fifth, the augmented city enhances the quality of human and not human settlement through the joint action of sense and collaborative, intelligent cognitive device for the increase of productivity, creativity, and recycling, aimed at improve resilience, fluidity, and reticularity. And lastly, the augmented city transforms space and community through incremental and adaptive strategies. This is one of the most important topic. This is my augmented city diagram, it's a conceptual diagram, because the augmented city must act in 10 dimensions: the knowledge dimension, the sharing dimension, the innovation dimension, and so on, through 10 action, 10 approach, 10 components and related tools. The tools about the tools that are in the field of sense and city, the ability to be an open source urbanism, the importance of the intelligent management of data, open data, and other knowledge source, the importance of the production, the creation, the ability of the recycle approach to reshape our city, not consuming soil and resources, but regenerate the soil and resources. The importance of resilience, the fluidity, the importance of reticularity and polycentric approach to the city, and then, lastly but not least, the need of a strategic, incremental, and adaptive approach to the city. The augmented cities, in synthesis, the augmented cities lives of space of metamorphosis and hybrid practices of urban regeneration. For me, the augmented cities are like the mangroves, spectacular plants, able to be one thing and another one, able to be aerial and subaqueous plants, able to live at the end of the river, at the start of the sea, a perfect metaphor of the hybrid space. And this is my scheme of the augmented city as mangrove city, because the augmented city as mangrove lives of space of metamorphosis and hybrid practices of urban regeneration. And the mangrove city, the augmented city as mangrove, is able to cross several scales, several dimensions, is able to recompose some conflict, the conflict between anthropic and natural, and between domestic and relational, between productive and creative, able to set, able to shape in the spatial domain some specific new kind of space in the augmented city. But I know that the augmented city asks for practices. And this is one of the most recent, for me, one of the most important, because Palermo is the city where I live and where I teach. This is the new book about Palermo as design-oriented biography for augmented city. It's a collaborative, collective book. Is not a linear. Is an hypertextual book able to present data, scenarios, this project, new storytelling about the city, a lot of images, and 51 action for an agenda for the future of the Palermo, and 91 prototypes of space in Palermo. This is one of my preferred image, able to represent the book, and not only the city. The first part of this book is about a heterotopic atlas of difference, able to represent Palermo in an unconventional mode with unconventional maps, data, and interpretation. This is the landscape by data, the datascapes of Palermo, or the importance in a city like Palermo of the social scape, the spatial identity produced by formal and informal use of the space. The importance of the talentscape. This is the first map of talents, of the map of place based on creativity, innovation, smart city, and the innovation in energy supply. Or the importance of the artscape. The street artist in Palermo is going to be a very important starting point of urban regeneration. Not only a reaction to the decline of a space, but a component, but a design-oriented component of the urban regeneration. Or the importance of drawscape in a city of Palermo, a powerful reservoir of opportunity, of able to be to start the recombination of space in Palermo, or the importance of our historical plants, historical trees in Palermo, able to define our natural identity. This is the scheme, this is the map, one of the most important maps in this book, Palermo Future Agenda Plus 20. The agenda of the future of the city towards the next 20 years, based on polycentric, reticular, circular, resilient, and creative approach. And this is a selection of prototype based on the importance of agriculture, urban agriculture, the importance of to rediscover the trade, the commercial and the whole market street and district in Palermo, or the importance to use the energy innovation in to decarbonize some entire district in the peripheral part of the city, or is free. The percent, okay, or the importance to rehab the waterfront of Palermo, one of the most important part of the augmented city. There is a problem with this image. Too heavy. Okay. This is a project for the waterfront, for the north part of the waterfront, or this is another one.
Is there a problem with the audio?
Yes, I know there is a problem with the slides, I think. Yes, do you see the slide?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Here we can see it.
Yes.
But they don't move. This is another prototype based on the importance of the soundscape of the city in the historic center, and the layer of the sound is one of the most vibrant occasions to redefine, to reshape the spatial or the spatial identity of the city. Is one of the new urban rights in the contemporary cities. This is a project that combines the importance of the water with the importance of the sound, the emotional soundscape and urbanscape. Or this is a project based on the ecological connection among several kind of space, several kind of cultural, social innovation, productive space through a new ecological path. Or this is another project based on the importance of the rehab of the old market in the historical center, and this is instead a project for the part of one of the most important peripheral district in the city, and the project is aimed to reconnect this peripheral part of the city in the complex economic rehabilitation of the city. This is the last one image of Palermo. This is Palermo. It's a perfect neo-cosmopolitan habitat based on different question by its inhabitant, permanent inhabitants, intermittent inhabitants, or urban nomads able to recombine space, answer, and the importance to spread some difference or some different kind of services in the city. But allow me to speak with you about one more thing. The last, and for me, one of the most important. No more master plan, please. The master plan is not adequate to lead this huge amount of innovation and the importance of the Anthropocene art. Thank you so much.